Hey guys, this is Mr. Siege, and today I want to show you how arms training can be so easily completed using your ranged march. So stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to try and make it as quick as possible. Throw a like, subscribe, and hope you enjoy. So let's get on with the video, and here's arms training. Obviously you can see I've already completed it, and when I completed it before I actually did it without any buffs, any troop boosts or anything like that. Now obviously as a range march you're not going to be receiving any skill damage or anything like that, because they're not going to be able to get close to you, or they shouldn't be able to get close to you. Going to put a couple of support skills on. These are the only two that actually work at the moment that I've got. So a lot of these support skills won't actually work on a ranged march, so you have to be careful, and we'll have a look at that in another video. So this is how I like to do it. So I use my city as a bit of cover. I mean, the level 1 barb won't be able to actually get through to me anyway. To be fair, I didn't need to go this far away for this sort of level. Yeah, this one's quite easy. But as you can see, I'm only taking counter-attack damage. Now, try and get as many buffs as you can before attempting this. I mean, I picked up a rune. I was lucky to be landed with King. I had a troop expansion on because of obviously war. And I thought, oh, you know what, it's going to be a good time to actually get this done now. So I try and speed through it as fast as I can. So let me skip through some of this and we'll just get onto the skills, which skills activate. So the first skill, I picked the one where the barbarian gains 100 rage, which doesn't matter because he's not actually hitting me. But it also grants me a 50 rage. So this skill actually benefits my march. Okay, it benefits my march, not the barbarian. So yeah, like I say, I'll speed through this and I'll show you the skills activate each one at a time. So this barb's going to die a bit quicker. Now the next skill I'm going to activate will be this one where it stacks with poison, lasting 10 seconds and stacking up 30 times. It's not going to matter because obviously they're not going to be touching me, so they're not going to be stacking the poison on. So again, let's just stay as far away as we can from the barb, even though it's not really going to hit. And we'll just destroy it again and speed it up and go to the next skill, I guess. As you'll be able to see, they're still dying really, really quickly. They're getting nowhere near me. I still use my city as a bit of cover, but it's not required. And let's pick the next skill. So this is the next skill I'm going to pick. Attacks have 10% chance to deal extra damage once direct damage factor 1000. So that's not going to matter because they're not going to get enough range to actually activate that skill anyway. And again, let's speed through this. Once again, you'll see these skills having absolutely no impact on how fast the barbarian is dying. Just absolutely being melted, and we're just taking a small amount of counter damage, maybe less than 100 each turn. So the next skill I'm going to use is when using skills, Lohar immediately receives 100 rage and increases normal attack damage by 100% by 3 seconds for 3 seconds. Now again, he's not going to be using skills, so whenever attacked, Lohar has a 10% chance to gain his shield. And I don't really want that yet. We'll just get a position as far away as possible-ish, using a city as cover. Obviously, this isn't always possible to use city as cover, but do the best we can. At this point, still got 313k troops, so doing quite well. I'm tempted to use this king skill as well at some point. I don't know if it's actually going to help, but you know, for 500 gems, I'm just going to do it anyway. Obviously, it only lasts for 10 minutes, So the next skill I'm going to activate is when Lohar's troop strength is lower than 50%, his troops deal an extra 20% more normal attack damage and take 20% less skill damage, which doesn't really matter to us at all either. And again, let's blast through this. So just going to say now, like, arms training in the past for me has been really, really difficult. I've never been able to get anywhere near the top of a leaderboard. This was a bit of a problem. Look, we see a farm killer about here. Probably seen him doing arms training and wanted to mess it up. So you will see that in a little bit. And here's the next skill I'm going to activate. Strike of Vengeance. When attacking another troop, Lohar's troop has a 10% chance to deal 500% extra normal attack damage. Yeah, well, he's not going to be attacking me, so let's pick that one. And again, we'll fire through and kill all these bobs as quickly as possible. Again, still really, really easy. Getting nowhere near my tower. Yeah, barely even getting towards the city, really. And now we're on to activate the next skill. Now, I don't want to pick the Will of Battle yet, because I don't like the fact that they heal 30% of units. That's going to cost us more. So I'll activate this one, Thrill of Battle, and that's every 10 seconds they're going to gain 10% attack and defense, which they're not even lasting 10 seconds, so that's perfect. 308k troops remaining, and we started with 316k. So I've activated my King skill now, which I can, just to see if it makes any difference. And just smashing these Lohars still. And let's activate another skill. I'm going to hold off with Armour of Thorns for now, because I don't really want to increase the counter-attack damage by 75%. So I'm going to have to go for this one, I think. It's a 10% chance to gain a shield, so it's not a huge chance of gaining that, and we'll just take the chances. So unfortunately, at this point, we hit a little bit of a problem, and from the top of the screen, you'll see someone coming in with a march. And obviously, yeah, I'm sort of in the middle of a war zone, or not too far away from a war zone. And yeah, they were very, very kind to come and attack me. I'm really, really low on troops, tried to send more out. But then I just had to use Baba and Cordoba just to attack this this Joan and Nevsky. And unfortunately, yeah, it did mess me up a little bit. And by the time I'd sent my Cav March out, it was pretty much over anyway. So yeah, it really, really messed up the result of this. And I continued this test, but got lower points than before, because obviously I just lost too much health. So try not to let this happen to you. Unfortunately for the Joan Nevsky guy, he didn't really receive the result he was expecting. Yeah, it didn't go well for him. So I did carry this on, like I say, and just didn't get a better result than before. So I actually ended up moving my city and did this all again in exactly the same way, and obviously got a lot better results. But I'm going to carry on with this one now, just to show you. Obviously, I recorded it all anyway, but obviously with worse results. But I'm still going to show you how to do it, because I'm nearly at the end of this video regardless. So let's activate the next skill. I don't want to activate this one yet. Let's activate Armour of Thorns. Like I said, I don't want to activate the healing skill just yet. I think you've got to leave that one till last, otherwise you're just going to have to kill more troops and, you know, take more counter damage and all that, yeah. So definitely leave that skill till last for us using a ranged march. So nearly done with these. Again, they're still melting really, really fast. It's really made no difference activating all these skills. Only sort of gets difficult when you activate the legendary mode for Lohar. And you'll see that's where it becomes a bit more difficult. As you can see, we're activating that now. So this is where it becomes really important to stay as far back and use as much cover from a city as possible. So as you're able to see, unfortunately I've lost a lot of health now, and that was because of the farm killer. Now, I was doing really, really well before this, and I'm sure I would have got a top score. But like I say, I did do this again afterwards, and I'll show you the result. So yeah, I'm using the city as cover, and this causes Lohar to actually detour around the city, so it can't come directly for me. Now, this makes a huge difference, because we're getting a lot more hits in than, you know, what you usually would if it was coming either right next to you or. But this is the problem here. See, there's a little bit of heal. This is where he heals 30% of troops. So then you've got to really, really smash him and kill him as quickly as possible. Now, obviously, luckily, in melee range, that's not too difficult because Baba and Cordoba have a massive output damage. So again, let's get some city cover. I should have probably activated War Frenzy a bit sooner as well. Obviously, that gives you an extra 3% attack, which is... I mean, every single bit of stat you can get at this point is best. Obviously, as you can see, I'm not buffing my march. I could have done, but I chose not to. And we just about got some city cover here. He did pull away a bit further on this one. You probably want to pick a spot where there's a couple of cities nearby, and you can pick somewhere to get covered from. Obviously, as you all know, this legend mode in Lohal is really difficult. I mean, it is for players like me. Like I say, using another march, I'd get nowhere near as good as this. Since using this, I've been like probably top 10 each time since using a ranged march. And yeah, it's just unbelievable, really. So again, we're using this city, so we can get a bit of cover here. And as far away as possible, just try and divert him around the city and slow him right down. I've had to move a little bit as well. This is a bit of a problem with the range. I mean, and the Lohal's moving around slightly, but it is what it is. Just want to try and get just on the edge of the area, edge of your ranged area. Yeah, like I said, it can be a bit of messing around. But for this, it can make a big difference. As soon as they get in range, you know, they're adding stacks of poison, they're using active skills. It can be a bit of a nightmare. So already down to red, but then they'll recover that 30% health, which is really, really annoying. I mean, if they didn't do that, it would be great. And that's it done. So 3-3-6 for this one, and I got attacked by a farm killer. But this is after just completing it again, okay? So 339-214 is what I got. And to be fair, that's a really good result for just a pretty average march. But it's all because we're doing it in ranged mode. And to be honest, if I come top 10 and get 8 legendary sculptures for doing that, then I am absolutely ecstatic. Obviously, a low spender, getting 3 gold heads. Yeah, can't complain at all. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Obviously, feel free to do this yourselves. It's fairly easy. Remember, you don't have to use siege or siege equipment. You can use infantry equipment, infantry troops, and the same with cav or archer. Just mix it up, give it a go. Let me know how you get on with that. Obviously, I've not tried that. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and throw a like. Bye-bye.